I can't get enough of TKOR. I said I can't get enough of TCOR. Every Saturday, 9 p.m., only on YouTube. Brought to you by Sanitary Wipes. Drop the bass. Wah, wah. Wah, wah.
Go to Rosz.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jamie Renfro, aka DXR. I'm a member of TKOR, and all your base are belong to us. Go ahead and go through the run-throughs and introduce yourself, guys.
YOLO, aka Dakota.
Colonel Rainbow, what's up? My name, aka Austin. What's up? Whipped, aka Josh.
All right. Well, in current news for TKOR, we actually got our hands on an Xbox One this week, didn't we, guys?
Yep.
And what were your guys' impressions on the X1 so far?
I brought a knife.
All
right, we was on the topic of that earlier.
Yeah,
how
actually,
sketchy was your guy that you got your Xbox from?
Well, in retrospect, I do have to mention, I guess, to our listeners, I actually got the Xbox One I called from our town of Valley Station, from our town of Louisville here, our little community of Valley Station, all the way to New Albany. I called New Albany, Indiana, of course. I called every single store trying to find an Xbox One. Unfortunately, all of them were sold out. So I consulted the great and mighty Craigslist, because that's a good way to get raped. And I found an ad for $550 for a day one Xbox. Dude said he really needed the money. Probably fucking stolen for all I know, but dude,
we got it.
Yeah, we got it.
Hell yeah!
It's legit. Dude opened the box, but he was shady as shit.
We're actually using it right now.
That's
very sketchy.
That's the first time in a business deal I've been called white boy so frequently by another white man.
Exactly. There's a reason why I brought a knife, because I always bring a knife everywhere. I don't trust nobody.
He was a pretty ghetto dude, but I mean, he seemed cool. He seemed legitimately.
Such a sharp point. Thank you.
I asked the dude, I said, are you sure about this before I bought it? Because I didn't just want to buy it from the guy. Yeah. And he was like, yeah, dude, I need the money. I hate to do it, but blah, blah. So, we attained it, but, and it works great. But other than that, what do you guys... White face. What do you guys think of it?
X1 so far?
Yeah.
Oh my God, PS4, fuck you.
Multitasker machine.
Yes. Absolutely.
Well, even the people that have done multiple systems like PS4 and Xbox One, they've all openly admitted that the Xbox One makes the PS4 look like a Stone Age piece of shit.
Yes, it does.
I'll be honest with you though. I still like what the PS4 has to offer. I will still be honest with you about
There's not a lot that it has to offer. I mean, it's a gamer console, I'll give it that, but there's not a lot of bonus features. Like, you're kind of just stuck.
Have you seen the Playroom though? Like, have you seen
here's what I have to say.
Are you talking about Twitch? Because if you're talking about Twitch, then Xbox has the same thing. Matter of fact,
not Twitch. It's called Playroom. You can
duh.
Make these little AI robots, and you can see inside your remote, and you can press buttons, and they'll dance to it, dude.
What the fuck?
You can sit there and shake it.
Are you serious? I thought you said you had the PewDiePie thing, or you'd watch the PewDiePie. Whenever they sent him that free PS4,
he got a PS4 for free, dude.
I thought I had seen the video. I didn't see that shit though.
It's fucking awesome. Dude.
Yeah, you got this touchpad, and they got this touchpad
itself
and
it's more advanced than the Xbox One. I will say that, but the Xbox One is beast.
You don't
dude,
truly
the Xbox
realize...
One signs me in based on my fucking face,
dude.
Well, here's the other thing, though,
and
this is the big thing.
Is a beast.
One of the things,
PS4. They're both always going to be good.
One of the massive things that was understated in the Xbox controller design, and I'll be honest about this. Number one is tilt control, which was something that was included in the later models of the PS3 controller. Tilt control, which is where to get out of certain situations you tilt the control left to right.
It's motion control.
This is similar. Now Xbox One has the same kind of thing as I was demonstrating earlier. With
PS3 was first, not to mention.
Even if PS3 was, technically speaking, PS3 stole that shit from the Wii. So
they
the Wii was technically first. Oh no,
Xbox, stop listening.
They had a motion controller always, pretty much. Because have you ever played the game Heavenly Sword?
Yeah. Yeah,
you can sit there and throw shit and then control exactly where you're throwing it with the controller.
Yeah, but that wasn't.
You couldn't
like,
do that on a
like
360, so I say the PS3 controller was a little more advanced.
But the PS3 controller was also considered incredibly small and incredibly uncomfortable compared to the
Exactly, it gives your motherfucking hand cramps,
the
dude.
360's always been considered.
If I was to hold a PS3 controller for 3 hours, my hand would have carpal tunnel, my wrist would be so fucked up, I wouldn't be able to...
That doesn't make any
Gaming
sense to
on a
me.
PS3
Because
is
I can
just
game on a
impossible for
PS3 all day long and not have any carpal tunnel problems. And to be honest... No, I have not.
Well,
I was
there
an
is
Xbox
a scarce
fanatic,
amount of gay
dude.
porn
You could
available,
not...
so it's no wonder why you
Jamie's
don't have
working on my Xbox right now, dude.
We all
An
see your
Xbox...
rainbows.
I was an Xbox fanatic, dude.
So was my
Halo
cousin
3
Tyler.
was my game.
Yep.
Halo is my game.
But now, I've played the PS3, and I have to say, their controller is a little bit more comfortable, to be honest.
It is more comfortable, but the problem is the grips are so small that the palm of your hand winds up fucking curving underneath.
The grips,
Yeah, that's
It
true.
can cause fucking problems like in the middle of.
but so
come
can the
over here,
Xbox
in the middle of-
360 controller.
Eventually,
Well, not.
that's any gaming console.
Any gaming console can cause hand problems.
Eventually, arthritis.
I mean, we're probably going to get carpal tunnel anyways, me and Jamie, because we're guitar players.
Well, I've already got carpal tunnel, which is why I don't play.
I have carpal tunnel
professionally
from
anymore.
my 9th grade typing class.
Oh, screw
Typing class, is that
I was in typing
You mean
class. I
health,
hated
right?
it.
No,
It
not
was
hell,
horrible.
Damn it.
Sex education.
I guess I'm just over here being quiet.
Yeah, I guess you are,
Yeah,
YOLO.
well,
But you only live once. What happened to speaking?
Well, Colonel Rainbow.
Speaking.
This is specifically to you.
Colonel.
And this is a fact. The PS4 does have a unique controller. They tried to completely transform what they were doing before. The problem is, and this is my big thing, and here is an Xbox 360 controller. Considered to be the best controller released on the market. Regardless of anything else, considered to be, at one point, one of the best, the absolute top fucking controllers ever released. When you take that in comparison with the new Xbox One, which I can't seem to find right now, when you take it in comparison with the Xbox One, it doesn't look entirely dissimilar. But if you've got a good thing, why completely fucking swap it? You know what I mean? This is...
I mean,
That's not the day
As
one,
well.
is it?
Anyway,
The
if you
Xbox
look-
One controller, in a way,
I
it
know
reminds
it's
me
doing
of an Xbox original controller
Yes.
mixed with a PS3 controller.
I agree. Well, I don't
It's
know
like
about
It's
Big
so it's just as ergonomical as a PS3 controller will ever be. I'm just saying, to be honest,
I agree there.
It feels like a PS3 controller.
It feels
in your
like a
hand.
PS3 controller. I believe that the PS3 was more advanced and already thought of and already good planned out more than the Xbox 360 was when it came out. I think it was a lot more, way better planned out, way better system. It was way better platform. But this Xbox One, let's talk about this Xbox One. This Xbox One
is crazy as shit.
It's
a
good.
multitasking machine from hell, dude. I
The
will admit
PS4
that.
has nothing compared to the Xbox One.
But
Compared
I
to
Multitasking.
multitasking. They do not have that.
But the
They don't know.
PS4
They don't.
is still a gaming system, and it's still one of the best gaming systems on the market still today.
The PS3
PlayStation-
is, but here's the thing. The PS3 also ran third in sales. They ran last place. Little known fact, the
That is
Xbox
true.
360 ran close second. But the problem is they couldn't compete with the original Wii. Now, Wii U is finishing up third round right now, and it's almost a dead... Yes.
Xbox lost to Wii?
Unfortunately,
In the first round? Oh, yeah.
I don't.
Oh, yeah.
shit.
I don't see
Xbox
how
was-
the
Come
over here to
Wii
this
gets in this at all, because the Wii. I'm sorry, I didn't like the system, to be honest. I thought it was very laggy. I felt like your motion didn't really matter on the Wii. You could sit down.
We have all three consoles, and I can tell you there are some games that just wouldn't work on other consoles. Mario Party 8.
I mean, I'll admit,
Yeah,
the
that
Wii
is
has
true.
some good games. Have you ever played Speed Racer? That game is awesome on the Wii.
I have played Speed Racer, and I'll
But
tell you
I will
what,
say the
Brawl.
Wii had really good potential, but they didn't follow through with the graphics, in my opinion.
Brawl,
also
Super Smash Brothers
agreed.
Brawl. That's where it's at.
Actually, I would go back further to Melee.
Melee,
Melee
well, that was a
was-
GameCube.
If
though.
I wanted to play
one of the
Nintendo,
best games.
if I
released
wanted
on
to
one of the
play
worst
old games
controllers.
like that, I would
Honestly,
just
I
get a
wish they would've made the
Nintendo.
controller better.
Because Nintendo's been the shit for the longest time.
Nintendo-
Nintendo 64.
Nintendo- and
GameCube
Sega.
stays in that shit. GameCube's so Just
You
GameCube
ever
was
played
one of
on a
It
the.
did have
Nintendo
Sonic
64?
Adventure 1 and 2.
Nintendo 64
So did
was
the
the shit.
Dreamcast.
GameCube was one of the top of the line fucking systems out
If
in
you
the
want me
day.
to bring up an old
Game-
game system, I'll bring
Everybody
up the one that
hated
me and you
GameCube.
started on.
This is a fact.
Dreamcast.
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 It
The
cannot.
most.
90% of the market absolutely fucking Dreamcast. Yes.
Yes.
But
Yes.
90% of the
Too.
Dreamcast was far beyond its time. It was the absolute very first console to ever offer online play.
Yes.
It was far beyond its time,
It was
and
a
it
hard-ass-
should have been a
every
lot
game
more
on the
successful than it
Dreamcast
was.
was
Yes.
almost impossible to play.
YOLO, I'm sorry to say, but you do have a Dreamcast. I didn't know I wasn't supposed to tell Jamie.
I have
We
3
have a
Dreamcasts.
and we're proud of it, man.
We have 3 Dreamcasts.
These Dreamcasts,
Dreamcast.
dude, you can't like pay better
Oh, I was
money
wondering, I
for
don't know what the
for a
fuck is
game
going
system
on.
like this. You can
Dream-
get a $20 Dreamcast if you go to the right flea market, and you will be happy for days, dude.
Well,
you will
you
play on that
fuckers-
motherfucker for years.
You fuckers need to just bring me a Dreamcast.
He's like, you need
Just
to
give me
We
one.
got you, Jamie. We got you, Jamie.
They're
You know,
going for
that-
$120 on the fucking. What was it? What did you say it was? Yeah.
I think they were going for around $120 on
Yeah,
eBay.
120. What?
Oh,
Dreamcast?
what the fuck? We got like 3.
Yeah, and that's the point. You know, you got 3 fucking Dreamcasts, so
I'm
you know.
sorry, but Dreamcast.
I mean, you can make
to
some
me,
big bank, but they're
To me,
bomb-ass
Dreamcast was the
systems.
best system of its time.
It was the
of
hey,
its
hey,
time,
imagine
yeah.
how. Hey.
It beat the PS1 with graphics.
It did beat
Well,
the
I'm not
PS1.
even talking about graphics right now. I'm talking about it was the first system with live. If you think
It was.
It really
and, you
was,
know,
though.
It was the
capability
predecessor.
makes every
for-
gaming
Sony
system
didn't
so
have
much better.
shit on a Dreamcast. The Dreamcast was way, way ahead of its time.
Technically, PS2 had live.
PS2 was online, sort of, kind of.
So was the Xbox. The Xbox One
The
was
Xbox
the
had
Xbox
live.
original.
Now,
But
It
this
was
is
online.
before the Dreamcast
You
came way,
absolutely
way before.
cannot loop PlayStation 2 online with Xbox Online. Xbox Live is a completely different beast.
I
PlayStation 2
know.
online, you couldn't play with other people. You could only upload leaderboards and shit. It was a lot of bullshit.
I remember playing Doom 3 online. I love that game online. You could play with multiple people and play the
Xbox
campaign.
Live
It was
on
awesome.
The first one, I never got to play it, but I heard it wasn't that reliable.
Xbox Live was definitely reliable.
Xbox has always been reliable.
Yeah, that's
All I have to say is anonymous.
All I gotta say is we're bringing death.
All I have to say is blue light of death, bitch.
and all I have to say other than that is
Exactly, that's
yellow
my
light of
point.
death. How about that one?
YOLO
Okay.
light of death?
You never heard of yellow light of death?
Did you say yellow or
Hit up some
YOLO?
local
Yellow.
play.
Okay.
Well, I've got about 14 different PlayStations in my closet right now. I can show you yellow light of death, and that requires a motherboard reflow.
Techie.
I'm sorry, but this conversation will never end. We can argue about which one's better, but to be honest, they're all
Let's
good.
go, DX.
Well,
They're
sales,
both good.
Sales-wise, if you're talking about sales,
No, I'm talking about the product itself.
the product itself.
The product itself. If you had a
Physical
PS4,
hardware-wise, the PlayStation won out. Sales-wise and games-wise, especially exclusive content, the Xbox.
oh, I'll
360
admit to that.
definitely
I
won.
had an Xbox One when it came out. It was
Now,
awesome.
You mean an Xbox
The Xbox-
360?
I'm talking about the Xbox original. The
The
Xbox,
Xbox
original
original-
I got when it came out. It was
Now,
a
the
beast-ass game
Xbox original had the problem of facing a veteran.
system. No,
Two
the
veterans.
The problem
Come
with
on now.
my Xbox was it just shut off. It quit reading disc. The eye just gave out on it. That was the problem with the Xbox
I
originals.
am working on it. yeah.
Xbox originals. I'm talking about my Xbox original,
motherfucker,
not
you
my
don't stop
Xbox
grappling
360.
him, you're
My 360 is gone because the eye got fucked by a butter knife.
Alright,
Well, that
well,
was all then and there. but-
these two niggas are playing a game, Jamie and Josh, aka yeah, Killer Instinct Xbox One. You gotta go out and you gotta get you one. These motherfuckers are awesome. They have
So worth the damn money, I'm promising.
It is.
it's so worth the money, I promise.
It's part of the new Microsoft. Microsoft's new model is like play for free, but you get to play for free and you just have to buy your own.
Damn it, he got my bar, damn.
My problem is I can.
Come on, bitch. Let's go. Oh my god, how can you grapple?
I can never like choose until I try both out. I will always say that PS4 has a shot until I've tried it.
PS4 has the potential.
Backflip. Do a
to be
barrel
a
roll,
good
Fox.
system. And that's where, you know, everything lies. It has potential.
Let's
But
go,
just because something
TXR!
has potential doesn't mean that it's necessarily
Exactly.
a
Like
good
the
thing.
Sega Saturn. The Sega Saturn had so much potential.
Exactly.
And it was shit.
Fuck you and
It
your
didn't
graphic.
sell like almost a single copy. The Sega Saturn was the worst game system ever recorded.
Well, the
Pretty
Sega
much.
Saturn had the problem of I had a Sega Saturn when it came out,
I
which
tried to play
you
on one and
youngins.
it kept lagging and freezing.
You gotta lean up towards the mic, dude.
I mean, the
Sorry.
Sega Saturn had a lot of issues, and that's where the problem lies.
The Sega Saturn was not really the greatest system Sega's ever created. It was probably the worst game system I've ever really like researched. The Sega Saturn had
No!
so little.
Okay!
Fuck!
Did you kick his ass?
Somebody
beat me.
got their ass kicked.
He beat me barely. It
With
wasn't even a
Sadira.
fucking
Yeah.
ass.
He beat Saberwolf with a
Bring on
with
Vine
fucking
Deck.
Sadira,
Oh, god
man.
damn it. Which brings up the
Clan
next
of
point,
Rosz
and
is bringing a big
this is a
job.
little known fact. Actually, we were playing a game called Killer Instinct. I think you guys plugged it a second ago. On the Xbox One,
Unplugged it.
available now, free to play. You get the character Django. You can add other characters, whatever.
Shadow Django.
Shadow
Shadow
Django.
Django's if you buy it brand new.
No, you have to actually get a year of Xbox Live
Are
on
you
day
serious?
one.
Oh,
On
oh,
day
shit,
one,
you
so
guys
it's-
are shit out of luck.
Yep,
Sorry.
you guys are fucked. Too
Got
bad.
your hopes up for nothing, bitches.
Well,
You're never
in
gonna
any
get
case,
it.
the original, and this was something I wanted to tell you guys. The original actual Killer Instinct video game came out for the Sega Genesis. The Genesis system actually had the original. I don't know if that was actually known or not by you guys, but
I bet you
Really?
can beat
Shadow
it.
Django
I bet you can
DXR?
beat it.
yep,
Awesome.
that's the way I'm going with it. Whip.
Come at me, I'm gonna whip you with the motherfucking dick.
I
Oh,
bet you
Galactus.
it came. I bet you it competed with fucking
Actually,
Mortal
not. It
Kombat
used
at
to.
that time, though.
What are you
What,
talking about?
Killer Instinct?
It
competed.
did. That
It
was one of its.
competed.
Killer Instinct was.
Killer.
It
I've
had.
actually heard of the game Killer Instinct before. I've seen it on
This is
Xbox
the only
One.
thing I
I've
will
heard of it before.
ever give you.
But it was on an old game system. It was not nearly as good as it
Actually,
is on Xbox One.
YOLO
nearly.
and Colonel Rainbow. Sorry, guys. Colonel Rainbow introduced me to this game. It's called Dust. What's the rest of it, guys?
Oh my god.
514 Desk 514.
Yeah, talk about some Dust real quick.
It's
While I
re-
kick
it's a
DXR's
good-
ass.
It's a
I-
good free-to-play game.
Listen,
but it's not as good
I-
as Battlefield.
Free to
I'm
play?
s-
That shit was free?
Listen, I encourage anybody that has a PS3 out on the market, PS3, go out and get you Dust. Dust 514. It's a free game, free to play. You download it off the network, and it's like it's a mixture between Halo, it's a mixture between Halo and Battlefield, dude. It's awesome for a free to play game. Austin, it's a free to play game.
But I'm not saying anything bad about it. I'm saying what people should know about Dust 514 before they even download it. It takes forever to download, to be honest. But that's not what I'm trying to get
It takes forever to download. So does DC Universe. Anybody that's got a PS3, go out and get your DC Universe. It takes it literally takes 3 days to fucking download. But you know what? It is worth the fucking wait. It is worth it.
Now let me go back on Dust 514. Dust 514, it's not like your normal shooter. It's actually very complicated and hard to get into. A lot of people should know that because Dust, it had good reviews, but also had really bad reviews for people that couldn't understand it.
I'm sorry, but
It's based off EVE Online. If you ever heard of EVE Online, you know how complicated that fucking game was.
EVE Online was fucking
That's a
beast.
very
Holy shit!
complicated game, but Dust
I love it.
514. Dust
I love it
514
with the
was made by
passion.
The same creators as fucking the same thing as EVE Online. EVE Online is named as one of the most complicated war games you can get into. It's worse than World of War.
Okay,
World of Warcraft.
listen though. If I'm sorry to say, but if you all go out get you Dust 541 and you absolutely cannot understand it, you are not a true gamer. You are not a true gamer if you cannot understand 514, Dust 514.
Well, I'm talking about like
you got
on Call of
lucky.
Duty. There's these people called
Actually,
what I
yes,
call
I did.
like
You got
squeakers.
lucky on
I
that
got
last
very
hit.
lucky.
Well, you don't
So I'm gonna
find
tell
that
you
shit
why.
on
I
Dust
mashed the fuck out
514
of this
because
game.
no little kid can
I know.
understand the game. It's a very complicated game. It really is. I
He's
don't
got
know.
winners.
I guess I do. Fuck it. I'm gonna die, but whatever.
Even though I'm not. No, you go ahead. Actually, I mean,
Why would I go ahead?
because I'm
gonna
say you
play
won that
some
because you
Killer
actually know
Instinct
what you're
versus
doing
Jamie.
on
I'm
this
gonna get
game.
my
Okay.
ass handed to me.
While
that's all you have to
Toxic,
do is
aka
Colonel
Austin,
Rainbow, get it right.
plays Colonel Austin.
Colonel motherfucking Rainbow.
Colonel
But yeah,
Rainbow.
this
Oh,
game
Colonel
here
Rainbow.
that we're,
I'm sorry.
that we're actually
Colonel
playing
Rainbow.
is pretty fun. The new Killer Instinct 2013 edition.
Play as.
Just pick somebody. It really doesn't matter who you play as. But okay, and in
Saber
other news,
Wolf.
Josh, you had a question for everybody, didn't you?
Oh yeah, that's right. Hey guys, comment, subscribe, like us if you like us, of course.
Thumbs up if you
you.
like us.
But anyway, I have a zombie apocalypse question for all you badass zombie slayers out there.
What the fuck is she using?
Comment, tell
honor
me.
of Dead Rising 3, of course.
Yes, of course. Dead Rising
Exclusive to
3.
the Xbox One.
Let's go with a 4.3 out of 5.
4.3.
yeah,
I give it a
4.3.
5. I give it a 5 out of 5.
That's just because you're a fan of the entire Dead Rising saga, YOLO.
yeah.
Come on, man.
Dead Rising is so fucking good. I'm sorry to say,
But anyway,
Dead
back-
Rising 1, 2, 3, it don't matter. They're all fucking good.
Alright, but anyway, back to the main subject. I want y'all to all comment, subscribe, and comment. Leave your favorite or weapon of choice into a zombie apocalypse. If you don't understand my words, probably some fucking butter. But anyway, comment, tell me your zombie apocalypse weapon of choice, and one more question. Who out there can use a sledgehammer or would want a sledgehammer as their zombie apocalypse weapon? And tell me why, because Colonel Rainbow over here, or Colonel, I'm gonna keep fucking...
I'm gonna kick your ass.
Monkey. Frankie, shut the fuck up! But anyway, yeah. Let's prove to Colonel fucking Rainbow over here that a sledgehammer would be a good idea for...
Okay, a sledgehammer is effective, but the thing is broad shoulders. Listen though, you can.
That's what I'm saying. Of course I would build the strength. Right now I look like a little toothpick, but I'm a lot stronger than I look.
You can also break the sledgehammer's handle in half, make it like a hammer.
Yeah, you could just pull a Mario versus Donkey Kong.
Make it a hammer. Make it a hammer, guys. What? But I think it would be an effective weapon because you can either make it a hammer, or you could take the piece that you fucking broke off and stab it in the guy's eye. No, I don't want this.
I do want this.
I'm sorry, but
You
machete is
can-
my weapon of choice.
A machete.
machetes.
Okay. Where?
Using Saber Wolf, goddammit.
Okay, Austin.
Okay.
AKA Colonel Rainbow, where are
use
you?
somebody else.
Where
Oh,
exactly
okay.
do you think you would find
Let's go
that
back.
machete?
Shall we?
Where exactly do you
don't
think
do
you
that
would find that
bullshit.
machete?
I'm gonna do that bullshit, because you did
By the end, by the time the zombie apocalypse has them, by the time the zombie apocalypse happens, if it ever does, I should already have some weapons. And if I don't have a machete, I'll use where the fuck I got it. Cause I do collect knives and I do practice with them.
Well, in my opinion, what it would be my absolute top weapon for a zombie apocalypse, I would definitely say a katana. Lightweight, easy to use.
Unfortunately,
Also, listen,
about katanas, they are very high maintenance because I was looking at some katanas, man. And I gotta tell you, I've looked up if they're good for like zombies and stuff, and they're not. They're very high maintenance. You gotta keep them clean, or they dull out, and you're fucked.
That's with any knife. Actually, if you don't keep your knife clean, you're fucked. Okay. Actually, the katana is one of the lesser maintenance kind of blades because the katana is actually bent over. It's 7 layers of metal. 7 layers of metal pressed and condensed and compressed together.
A machete.
The metal they use holds their sharp. The metal that they,
A machete,
the metal.
though, you can add weight to it, and it has more effectiveness. I
But the metal the katana uses, and how many times it's stretched
depends
over.
on what
Surprisingly,
kind of
this is a
katana
pretty
you
steady
get,
match.
because there's really good ones and there's really shitty ones. Same thing with katanas. I own an actual katana that is crap. It is very bad. It is very dull. There are katanas that are bad, and then there's machetes that are bad. But in a zombie apocalypse, you're not really gonna give a fuck. You're just gonna grab any fucking weapon you can, and you're gonna go out and try to kill some motherfuckers.
Agreed. But remember, people out there, remember that.
Right now, so let's get your fucking.
Remember, people out there, remember that everything in this world can be used as a weapon. This fucking plastic cup I have sitting in front of me, I could do so many things with this little plastic cup and kill you. You know, everything's used as weapons. Zombie apocalypse, last resort.
That's what that game was all about. All you did
Last
was use
resort.
Everything. You could fucking throw a TV at a motherfucker's head, and they would
still
fucking
do
die.
that, trust me.
Dead Rising is the shit because it is truthful. You can use any motherfucking thing as a weapon on that game. You can even make your own goddamn weapons, which is so true in real life. Now, I'll admit, the third one has some stuff that's not really realistic.
No!
As we've seen, that roller hog, or whatever it's called, that was insane. It breathes fire, and it's a fucking motorcycle.
But Dead Rising 3 is the one of the unrealistic games. But I think we should stop and just talk, dudes, because everybody's overlaying each other. You know what I'm saying? Overlapping each other while y'all playing the game, we're talking.
Yeah, that's pretty much the way it works.
Yeah. Have you never done a podcast, YOLO? I mean, we already did one. Shit.
You don't want everybody trying to listen to that shit, because they're not going to want to listen to
Shut up, YOLO.
just like a bunch of people talking at the same time.
YOLO, you're not even saying
Well, that's what we're
Yeah,
supposed
I
to
am
be
saying
doing.
YOLO. Because right now,
In
I
any
consider
case.
either YOLO.
In any case,
We was talking about
we were talking. Yeah, you guys were talking. We were listening. We were talking
Katana
about
versus
the topic time.
We were going on
topic
nerd
topic.
rage on some games, man.
we was talking about Katana versus
Machete. Or any kind of bladed
A
weapon.
katana would be. It's a lot lighter weight than a machete. A machete is lightweight, but it's just not.
But a machete is reliable because of its serrated edges. Now, katana can have serrated edges too.
Yeah,
and
not.
be
I was gonna say
reliable.
not all machetes have serrated edges either.
I know, that's what I'm saying. But katanas,
Dude, you gotta
they're very. They can break pretty easily if you're
Well,
not careful.
in that case, anything can break easily. Dead
I know
Rising is a lot more-
even machetes can break sort of easily, but I just think machetes are more balanced. I mean, katanas are really balanced too. I agree, but I would never use a katana in a zombie apocalypse. I just don't think it would work very well.
Well, look at Michonne. I mean, you can't say Michonne's not a
That's on a
badass.
TV show.
Doesn't matter. I mean, I
It's
can
like,
see
that doesn't
Michonne being
matter.
a real person. I'm
Michonne,
just saying.
Michonne's a beast, though.
Michonne is a fucking beast. That's exactly the
Michonne
point.
is a beast with a katana, but a katana can be hard to wield against zombies if you have not practiced with it. While machete is just pretty much a hack and slash weapon, you can pretty much handle it. If you can hold up at least a butcher knife or something, I'm pretty sure you can wield a katana. I mean, not katana, a machete.
Well, I tell you guys what. Why don't you guys tell us what you think in the comments section below? Please remember to rate, subscribe. This has been the Nerdcast, the second Nerdcast. That would be the. I guess today is what, 30th, the final day of.
We might as well
Technically,
call
you want to
this
get
podcast
technical. Well, if you want to
Nerd
get technical,
Rant.
it's December 1st.
Well, yeah, technically, but
So,
And
we've officially hit December, so. But we're gonna go ahead and sign off for now, at least until next week, and hopefully we'll have some more stuff for you. I'm DXR.
wait. We have one more thing
Do
to
now.
tell everybody. We got some new categories coming out. We got Austin, as in
Toxicity, 66X, I'm going to
No.
be doing playthroughs.
of playthroughs and
I'm going to be doing rage quits as well.
playthroughs and gay talk.
And gay news, of course.
Well, you'll actually be doing that on this podcast, though.
I'm going to be doing the gay
Right.
news on this podcast.
Okay, we got playthroughs coming to you. We have
Rage quits.
pot news. We have rage quits, gay news, and we got songs coming to you. We got parodies coming to you. This TCOR is about to blow up. It's about to be big. Please
tell your
subscribe.
friends, tell your grandma, tell your grandpa's asshole if you want to get that close.
Oh my god.
What's wrong with you?
We got a lot. We have a lot of shit. We have a lot of shit coming to y'all, guys. All right.
Yeah, we really
Signing
do.
out.
We've got a lot of things planned. We got a lot coming down the pipe. So stay tuned, subscribe, and check out what we got coming for TCOR podcast
The Code
week
of
number
Rules.
2, the Code of Rules. I have been DXR, your lovely host.
YOLO, aka Dakota, aka I'm
Skinny
doing.
white boy, I don't give a fuck. This is
AKA
TKOR's Whipped, aka Josh, and
Colonel Rainbow, aka Toxicity666X, and aka
Gay news.
Gay news.
Ha, ha,
And
ha.
remember,
DXR,
AKA
and
Austin,
TKOR's
what's
Whipped.
and
see
remember,
you guys.
for every question there is an answer. Some are just better than others. Have a great night. Take it easy, guys.
Unless you're whipped, you can't answer anything.
Or if your name's YOLO.